Patrick, guess what came in the mail today?
Oh, what?
This.
Stick it in!
Welcome back, Royal Nation, to another installment of Royal View, where you get a better insight of these king and queens behind the scene. I'm your host, Cheno Royal, baby. I'm here with, what's your name, man?
My name is Miss Nicey J. Hey, y'all. Hey.
Yeah, what's up? How you doing?
You know what? I'm doing good, man. I can't complain. I'm super excited to be on the show. Thank you so much for having me on.
I know your energy is literally making my energy, like, it's giving me like the jitters. Like, oh my God, like, man, I wish I was that excited to get on this show. Oh my God.
I'm excited. What? With the Mr. Cheno Royal?
Hey, man, she got
I'm on the line with the king himself.
Hey.
I'm ready. Okay, from one royal to the next. I'm so excited. It's all love out here. It's all love out here. Of course. I'm ready to see what's going on, Mr. Cheno.
But how's Ms. Nicey doing today? How's your day today?
It's good. It's really, really good. I learned some stuff about myself today, and yeah, I'm doing really, really good. That's what I'm doing.
Hey, that's what's up. Walk us through like a normal day. Is that just a normal day for you?
No, it's not. Okay, so in my profession, let me redirect. So Miss Nicey J is the sole proprietor of Nicey J Productions. I do hair, makeup, I event plan, I soft manage, but low key I liaison and I get the job done. That's what I like to say. But in a normal day, through all of that, I'm a mom of two beautiful babies, Jamie and Jackson. Shout out to both of my babies.
Shout out to baby.
Here we get shout out to babies. So in the regular day, it's just me and the babies, and then of course me trying to multi-manage my business and like get my name and stuff out there through social media. Doing photo shoots just as of recent. I'm really excited about that because that's really my niche. I love doing hair and makeup for photo shoots. So I've been recently working with Cleo. Shout out to Miss Cleo. And Miss Baby BBS. I hope I'm saying her name right. We just recently shot her clothing commercial, so I'm really excited about that. So basically that's just me in a nutshell. In a normal day, I'm making people beautiful one head at a time.
Okay. Well, let's unpack a lot, because that's a big suitcase that you just brought in here, and you just threw all shit out. You just
because you know how I'm coming in. I'm coming in hot.
This.
She do it all. And it's
let's go ahead. We're gonna go ahead and organize it real quick. How did you get into all this stuff? How did you get into the entertainment field? Like, what made you want to do all this stuff?
Well, my little humble beginning started at Douglas J. Aveda. I went to hair school there, and I just had this adage while I was there as I was learning that you can't teach talent, what you teach is skill. And so I kind of really gave myself, if I have to be honest, the permission to want to go forward in my position as a hairstylist. I wanted to be in the know, meaning like being behind the scenes, wanted to get to like the grassroots of things and not just styling from the perspective of the chair. I wanted to style from the perspective of the artist. I wanted to understand from that area. So 10 years ago, technically, because I'm 10 years in my business, it started from there.
Okay.
And it just kind of progressed. It branched off in a lot of different avenues, and we just came up with, hey girl, hey, the show girl Nicey J. And I've been here for real.
Okay. So, like, did anybody influence you along that way, or like, was it just more of just came natural to you?
Well, I feel like, okay, I tell people like this. I only ever want to do two things in my life, and that was argue and do hair.
Hey.
As a kid in real life. So when I was younger, I did have an aunt on my grandfather's side who did do hair in her basement. And then I grew up with like the neighborhood stylists, two of them, to which I really took a liking to. And when I got the chance to come to her home salon, it was a real salon. And it was like a privilege to like be invited to like be a client at this hood salon. And so by the time I got the chance to get my hair done by Miss Galloway, that was her name. When I got my hair done by Miss Galloway, it was a whole thing. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna get the penny bangs, back in the day, the little rap boom with the little penny bangs. If you remember the girls walking around looking like that, I'm showing my age, but I was excited. For real, I was excited because I was like, oh, I got my hood up. I'm Miss Galloway. I'm looking good. And it was like the heartbeat of my block. Like I grew up in the hood. So this was like what everybody, mama, grandma, auntie, cousin came to talk about all the stuff that was happening in the neighborhood, from the people who was getting out to the people who was going in, the people who just bought a house, the people who just moved out. Like it was a real space of comfort for people to come and get beautified and then get information. And so from that, for me, watching this black woman own this space, that was big for me.
Okay.
Like for real, like it takes my breath away even now thinking about it. Like I'm a kid and this lady, she owned this home and she owns this salon. So from that, I just kind of like, okay, I like doing hair. Okay, I like
Yeah,
talking shit.
okay.
I like doing this. Excuse me. Like I'm like,
Okay.
okay, this is me. Um, and it just kind of progressed. Like Barbie dolls, my mom will always buy for me, like cutting their hair, coloring it with markers. Like it became a pastime. It became a thing. And for me, like watching my grandmother get dressed to go to work or get dressed to go out on a date with my grandfather, like, okay, girl, you putting that on,
Okay,
and I'm
yeah.
paying extra close attention to the point where when she leave, I'm finna go in her little makeup bag and I'm finna try to mimic the same thing real quick,
Right.
and then hurry up and take it off before she come back. So I feel like I was born to do this. I feel like this is definitely a kingdom gift. Like God gave me this to do for real.
Right. And like what branch what in particular help branch you into the other things? Like or shoehorn you in? Cuz like with hair, obviously hair is like kind of like the tip of the iceberg when it comes to like entertainment stuff, like the appearance side of it. What shoehorned you into like doing like shows and commercials and then all this extra stuff?
You know what's so crazy? People really believe that like doing hair and makeup and costume and wardrobing is like the tip of the iceberg, but it's the iceberg itself. And I just
Yeah.
gotta say that from my
Okay,
perspective.
okay. Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like just from
God.
my perspective. You know what I'm saying? I know not to come at you, Chino, not because you a
Man, she
cancer.
took shots. I'm dead in the chair right now, bro. Like, I'm dead. She said, "What'd you say?" Ah,
What you
ah.
say? You know what I'm saying? When you think about your favorite character in any aspect of creativity, whether it be a rapper, singer, songwriter, actress, a chef, even of that nature, you remember them by something that they had specifically and unpronounced to you, depending on what your eye is looking at. It
Mm,
always most 100% of the time has something to do with either hair, makeup, or wardrobe. And so we set up the characteristic for that to be able to be pronounced, for that to be a long lasting brand, a long lasting thing, something you'll never forget. We
mm,
get paid to create the image that you're trying to portray. And sometimes you can't do it on your own. So you need these particular artists to be able to overly enhance the aspect of where you're coming from.
mm.
That's my job. So I feel
Okay.
like for me, what spearheaded me into different avenues was the fact that while I was styling, people have conversations with me in my chair. They just open up. That's why I coined myself a hair therapist. Like they sit down, they just, oh my gosh, this feels so good. Girl, let me tell you, you know what I'm saying? And just go straight into it, and it's a thing, I'm pretty sure you're like that with your barber, you know what I'm saying? From time to time, if you feel
Yeah.
comfortable, you
Oh
feel what I'm
yeah.
saying? You sit
Yeah.
down,
Yeah.
y'all break bread even as men, you know what I'm saying? Over a hair service, so it's the exact same way. And so, long story short, I had a client in particular that was complaining about her not being able to fit in the dress that the designer was trying to put her in. So I gave her a little advice on what to do to be able to approach him so that way she would be more comfortable. And so she took that and he asked her like, "Who told you that?" And she was like, "Well, she didn't want to get in trouble, so she named me." And then he came over and he was like, "What's your name?" And then I'm like, "My name Nicey." And then he was like, "Come over here. Look at these designs. Do you think the hairstyles that they pick go with these designs?" And I was like, "I mean, what are you going for?" I'm not going from that. And from there on, I swear to God, like literally from that conversation, he just kept on talking to me about every model and everything was redesigned during this particular stage in time. And I can't name, but everything got redesigned like on set right then and there. And I understood from that point on, like, okay, I don't have to just be behind the chair talking to these people. I don't got to just
Right.
be silent. I have a voice too. I can come in and say a little song. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
it's no disrespect, but it just depends on, you know what I'm saying, the artist. It depends on the atmosphere. And so from then on, that's what started me for real to be like, okay, I can do this. And then honestly, I stumbled upon this guy in Truth Clothing. His name is Jay West,
Okay.
and we were following each other on social media. And so back and forth, he was like, "Man, he wanted to book me for a shoot, but I never really got the chance to really like go straight into his designs." What happened was, I was working at a salon, and the guest had a complaint about her hair, but she loved the fact that I washed it. So she came back, gave me her information, hooked me up with Jay West for a photo shoot, an 11-hour photo shoot downtown in the rain. And then I got introduced into the modeling world, if you will, like the
Okay.
backstage modeling world.
I was gonna ask too, because like obviously we were in a show. We're in a show. Shout out Jay West, shout out Marie
Ooh,
Wesley,
shout out to
shout
West,
out to
period.
Famo Bamo. So
Period.
but I definitely wanted to know because I believe that we met each other through what was it? Sky's commercial that he
Guys
did.
commercial.
Yeah, so we did that. That's where we met, and then right after that, I remember you being like, I believe you were the director of like the actual, yeah, the show that went on last year,
Yes, I was. I
and
was a
yeah,
fashion coordinator.
and then I was wondering, I was just like, okay, is this like yo spot because they did another
Period.
show? Yeah, I was just like, is this yo spot? Because I literally like they did the show this year, and I was assuming that was gonna be you, and it was just like, what?
Oh, thank you so
That's what I assumed. Like that's what I was assuming because like that was my first time being with Marie Wesley too. So I honestly thought like Marie Wesley was your thing. Like
much.
not gonna
Wow.
lie,
Oh my God.
because I didn't
Nope, I
meet
can't take
Nanette.
my credit.
Nanette, look, Nanette, don't hold that. Get out of here, Nanette. I'm sorry. I'm
No, you
sorry.
can't take none of the credit. That's all Nanette. That's all. That's
It
all
is
her
Nanette.
vision, and it's an incredible vision. I definitely have to say.
It is. So I'll take my time. I'll take my shots. I'm sorry, Nanette.
You
I'm
know
sorry,
what?
Mr.
It's
West.
okay. You know what? I think that, respectfully speaking, professionally, shout out to Marie Wesley again. Nanette Tucker is an amazing
Yeah,
seamstress, an
amazing.
amazing artist. Her approach
Amazing.
to that craft it's just out of this world, literally. And I feel like it's in a time where from her time frame, it gets the chance to be repeated and respected. And that's what I enjoy so much about collaborating with her and her brand during the space where she was just cultivating a brick and mortar. And so they needed someone to come in to coordinate the fashion show that she was trying to put on in order to celebrate the opening of that brick and mortar for a conglomerate of people that she worked for, which was the Inglewood people.
Right.
I can't remember, E.G. Wood. Sorry about that. So all of them are conglomerate of Black owners who decided to invest back into the Inglewood area. The best thing that you could ever be as a collective is to invest back into your community. So I totally respect them for that. And I appreciate them bringing me in. But Jay West ended up picking it up because that's Jay West's sister. And
Yep.
so he reached out to me through social media. Once again, y'all got to use social media and use it the right way. He reached out to me through Instagram and was like, "Man, I need you to come and do that thing you do." So I'm like, "Oh, Jay West, what's up?" Because Jay West will have us outside on top of the viaduct in the snow
Yeah.
shooting. Okay, like he's a landscape artist, and we've done so many fantastic, overly sick, dope, creative shoots together over my 10-year span. So when he had invited me to come out to do this fashion show, I was 100% for it, but I had no idea it was going to be what it was. So shout out to them for hiring me for 2 straight years. I know the third year, unfortunately, I wasn't a part of that, but I heard it was a really dope show.
It
I
was.
saw some of the pictures. Y'all looked amazing.
It
So it
was.
was pretty cool.
It was lit. It was lit. Not gonna lie. I really missed you there. I wanted you to be there. I really missed you
Oh,
there.
my
I
presence
know.
was good
Definitely had an
because I
amazing
was in
experience. The first time, the first go around. Second time was best. Hey,
period.
third time, I need to see you up there. I need to see you up there doing your thing again. Come on now. We need to make that happen. Hey,
You know I'm coming back for you.
spam down in the comments. Hey, you need to make Miss Nicey come for part 3. Wait, I think it would be
Part
part
four this
4.
time.
Part 4.
Yep.
Part 4 of Marie
Mhm.
Wesley, because it was definitely
Y'all
lit. If you have
crazy.
never been up in the Shy, in Inglewood to Marie Wesley Boutique there on 63rd. You definitely need to be up there and check that shit out. But
Definitely.
but since then, what's been going on with you since then? What you been doing since then?
Man, since then she's been doing a little this, doing a little that.
Little bit of this, a little bit of that.
I did get the chance to do the fashion show with Sky, the Code Red fashion show that happened last October. And then I've just been really liaisoning now. I've been like helping models to find like different agencies that fit their niche.
Mm,
On the backhand side, I've been doing special events and event planning for like graduations and proms. I just recently did a wedding that I'm super duper proud of, where the makeup came out so great, and I'm so excited to show people the pictures. Like, it was super duper cute. But for the most part, I've just been like cultivating myself, and then like I said, I am a mom. So my daughter just started first grade, and my son will be in kindergarten soon. So I'm just like trying to navigate the world
yeah.
of having
Okay.
like this entrepreneurial,
Yeah.
background, and like having the time to actually do the things that I want to do fully as a parent and the things that I want to do as the boss of my business. Like, I'm just trying to learn the balance.
Do you ever incorporate the two? Do you ever just bring them in and like, maybe even get ideas from the little ones? Like,
Let me tell you something. My baby Jamie,
yeah.
Jamie is gonna be a superstar. I always say she like my Beyonce. Oh my gosh, I love my baby so much. She's literally a mini me. And then she's also her. So sometimes, like when I'm like going over ideas about something that I want to do in my business, I bring it to Jamie, and I'm like, Jamie, baby, what you think? Because this is cute. And she be like, oh, mama, that's so cute. I'm like, for real, baby? She be like, mm-hmm, baby, do that.
That's the
Or she
one.
be like, and she do it just like that. She's so me. Or if she don't like it, she be like, okay, mama, look, I think you should do this. And she'll like draw on the paper or whatever, or like talk me through like her idea of how she feel like something could be better. So I definitely incorporate them, and I've brought them a couple of times to like some photo shoots just to be behind the scenes, both Jamie and Jackson, just so they can see what mommy do.
Yeah.
So I try my best, because I always tell people like I always wanted to be like the Kimora Lee Simmons if I ever had kids, because I loved how she always had Aoki Lee and Ming Lee right there before she had the other babies. It was like, look, if I'm on the stage, they on the stage. And I love that presence. And so I haven't gotten the full opportunity to do exactly that, but that's what I aspire to do, to be able to bring my kids, with somebody to oversee them, while I'm doing what I do, and they can watch mommy in action. So I just feel like as a parent, like you're always striving to do the best that you can for yourself first, and
Mm,
then recognizing that in order to do the best for your kids, you got to keep that mentality up. So that's where I'm at.
for sure, for sure. What's been a high moment of this stuff that's been going on and a low moment that's been going on?
Like, what you mean, like in my business?
Yeah, with the business.
Ooh,
And I
you
know
can,
you
you
guys.
can,
So I know you got stories too. That's why I said you got to pick one though. Like
bro,
there's got to be
bro,
one high,
don't listen to
because
me.
what I'm gonna do with this is I'm gonna say for the business a high and a low, and then for the family a high and a low, and then I'm gonna ask a follow up.
No,
Yes.
no,
And then I'm gonna ask a
it don't
follow
be
up question
over.
at the end of both of those. I'm gonna ask a follow up question.
She don't own one. This is a serious cast, you guys. This is not for the weak parts.
Yeah. Oh, that's funny.
Okay, okay, okay. Hi. Okay. I have to say, dang, it's so many. Oh my God. It is so many. And that you know what, it's crazy because it shows just how much I celebrate myself. I have to say the Nicey J experience was a high for me. That
Okay.
was my second year anniversary, and that's when I coined the Nicey J experience for myself. Um, I spent so much money in celebrating myself. I had no clue. I wanted it to be, it was during COVID, and so it was going to be like a online virtual event. And I was
Mhm.
selling tickets for those, of course, that were, COVID free and everything like that, vaccinated, for people who can come out. I did sell tickets, but I wanted to break the internet. And in my own way, I did. I really did, honey. I really did. Like, it was a speakeasy, very chill event. Definitely celebrating me and what I like to do in my background performance, as a hairstylist, as a everything you could think of. I had live entertainment there. Shout out to Brittany Harlan. She was my host. And I had it was a lot of love in the room. I have to say that, and a lot of networking going on because at the core of me, I am a networker, and
Yeah,
so I felt like that was the best type of like
and that's
take
an
back Monday
understatement
event.
too.
Would you say?
And that's an understatement too. Just like, oh
Uh,
yeah, I'm just a networker, like it's not like I don't just oh hey, how you doing? It's Nicey J. Oh, how you doing? How's the fam? Oh Jim, hey Jim, how you doing, Jim? Oh Sarah, hey Sarah, you remember what I
Too
got
much,
you good that
y'all.
one time?
Too much, y'all. Don't be trying to make me my job.
Be like
That's
Tariq,
me. That's Missy J. I'm sorry. That's who I am. I can't help it. That's
hey,
really
it's
my
beautiful.
business.
I love that about you though. I love that
Thank
about you.
you. Thank you so much. And I promise y'all, it's all natural gas. I truly believe that I was born in the wrong time frame. But I'm so excited that God put me here with that type of mindset too, to be perfectly honest. Like this is what you're supposed to do in the business. And a low in the business for me, a low in the business for me is always losing the client. I'm just gonna keep it very, very brief. Always losing the client is a low for me, but I had to understand that, you live and you learn.
Mhm,
You grow from your mistakes. Everybody's
mhm.
not meant to grow with you, that type of thing. But that's a low for me, just losing a client.
And I think people in the beginning of when they're starting off like take it too hard. I think
Yeah,
that every time that does happen, like every time that you take an L, it doesn't have to be a loss. Like
yeah,
every L is not like, I always see like if you're winning too much, or even if you're winning too much, there's no room for growth. And like there's a reason why people like kind of start to slow down a little bit, because they're winning too much and they're not learning. Like most people who are winning all the time like aren't trying to focus on, well, how can I get better? But then if
hmm
there's a reason why the underdog eventually wins, is because you're constantly taking all this adversity, all these like pain, these struggle, these obstacles, and you're just like, man, I'm never gonna get there. But if you keep going and you keep pushing, then like when all these higher problems happen and you get there, then you know how to navigate every single one of them. So it's up to
exactly.
you, like how you take it and turn it into, a lesson, so to speak. And I see what you're doing. You definitely growing, and like you flipping everything that comes at you. You be like, oh, sight. You thought, you
No,
thought.
don't do that. It's so weird. Humbly speaking, it's so weird to see people on the outside of that noticing that about me.
Yeah,
And I guess that like in 33 years, I'm 33 years old. Might as well just say my age. I'm 33 years old, but I'm 10 years in the business. Like I thought I was so private. Okay. I
yeah.
thought nobody saw nothing that was going on. And in a certain way I am. Excuse me.
Mm,
Certain things that I feel like you need to be able to keep under wraps in order to like protect your branding, protect how you present yourself. Beyonce is the best example of that. I
right.
gotta say it. Um, but in other cases, it's so good to hear that people see that you're fighting and winning against adversity. So
Mm,
that way, when I do get the chance to come on platforms like these, it shows the humility of it all. It shows the realness of it all, and also it's a full circle moment for me to be able to accept the fact that you are successful, fool. You do really know what you're doing in this industry, and it's okay. You know what I'm saying, to have bad days. It's okay to say that you're having a great day.
yeah,
You're having great days. You know what I mean? So thank you so much. Humbly speaking,
yeah.
like I appreciate
Any
you for noticing. Thank you
anytime
so.
from one big heart to the next. I know it's very hard, like especially in a world of hate. Like if everything is dark in the world, and like let's say like you feel more hate today, like you feel more people hating on you, it's because you're that one candle that everybody can flock to and be like, oh, there's a candle here, there's a light here, like why is there a light here, like what's wrong with you? And you're just like you're just that candle that is just like, what's wrong, like why can't I be a
Exactly.
candle? And then everybody's just like, nah, you can't do this. Nah, that's light, that's light.
Why can't I be a candle?
Yeah, why
Leave me
can't you just let me
alone.
be a candle in the dark? That makes no sense. Like I'm not bothering you. But then there's nothing wrong with that. And like, you're authentically yourself. You ain't gotta prove nothing. to like nobody. You got to prove like why you're the best, but you ain't got to prove
Hello.
why you are that light in the darkness.
Yeah.
And as long as you keep
Well,
every artist I've ever met, especially since I've been doing these, like, and I'm glad I've been doing these and learning from just me interviewing people, because what I've noticed is a lot of people have the same perspectives, especially that are
mhm,
creative, whether they are entrepreneurs, people forming businesses, um, artists, content creators, models, movie directors. Like we are all the same in a certain way. Whether you're a car salesman or Patty flipping the burgers over there at Burger King, it don't matter. We are all kind of in like the same overarching kind of category where it's just like we all want to be seen, be heard, and it's up to you not to take things too seriously like all the time. And that's what I've noticed. Like
yeah.
a lot of
That's
people that a lot of people that see me like will be like, oh, like hey, he's goofy, he's funny, and blah blah blah. But then if you like peel back, like if you know who the real me is just like not a lot of people do. And you know, it's really and you can't show there's certain, like you said, there's certain things that have to be private for your own
you know what I'm
sanity,
saying?
for your
For your
own
own sanity. You know?
sanity, because everything can, you see the people that are like exposing like every bit of their life on like entertainment reality
You
TV.
see what I'm
And
saying?
you know, in my personal opinion, and it's nothing against them, if that's what you want to do you.
You know
Hey,
what?
but if you signed your name on the dotted line, you know what you signed your name on the dotted
You
line
do.
for, you
You
know.
understand what I'm saying to you?
And I and
Okay.
I and all I'm saying is when you sell your soul to the devil, like you have no control anymore. There's a
It's
reason
over
why
with.
morals mean more than money, and that's all I'm gonna
Hello,
say.
and that's all I'm gonna say.
That's
And
all
that's
I'm
why
gonna
we over
say.
here in the Chicago circuit just trying to make it work real quick.
That's all I'm saying, baby.
That's all we gonna say. That's all we gonna say. But we know what it is,
Yeah,
honestly.
and you
And I
doing
feel
your
like
thing, and you doing your thing.
man, thank you. Thank you
Yes.
so much. I feel like I'm progressing. I feel like I'm doing a little, it's always that you could I'm harsh on myself. I'm real hard on myself, and I want so much for my business and the vision that I have for it and the
Mhm.
things that just haven't been done yet. You know what I mean? And so it's like the timeline that I'm against
Yeah.
versus what's being produced is like it sometimes it don't match up. And so that's the space that I'm in. Like, okay, we gotta do what needs to be
Yeah.
done real quick. You know what I mean? And so that's just where I'm at. But I'm
And bef-
appreciative.
and before I get into my last question, I want to take this time, give you your flowers of the first time that I met you, and like how the experience was. Okay, I'll walk y'all through it. Okay, like I said, we talked about it.
You know, please,
It was Sky's commercial, and I was already coming off of a casting, so I was already tired. I've already been up there since like 7 and he wanted us to do it early. So I was already there. Everybody probably got up at like 6:30, and then I already had to drive three and a half hours to get to this place. So I'm already I'm already gassed. I'm already dead. I'm almost 4 hours into this commercial already, and I get up there and it's just like, hey, what's going on? Oh, what's your name? Chena? I'm Nicey. What's going on? What's going on? Man, it's so great to meet you. I've heard a lot of great things about you. And I'm like, man, those 4 hours. What I'm trying to get at here is you are the candle in the dark. Like you have an aura about you that is unrivaled. You got to keep that up. You got to keep that pace. It doesn't matter the age. It doesn't matter the timing. It doesn't matter like what's going on, the obstacles, like I've been saying. You just got to do it bit by bit, and then to come back down to reality. So then that way you can recognize how far you came, because a lot of us get trapped in focusing on how much further we have left to go rather than how far we came. You got to take that step, like just like a car. When you fill it up and stuff, you get all filled up in the morning. You, man, got tank on full. As soon as you keep going, boom, 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 eventually it's gonna be empty. So then you got to go back to the gas station. So what I'm gonna say is eventually you gotta, you keep spinning the block, that's cool. But then you gotta eventually, all right, I spent the block more than enough. Time to hit the gas station real quick. I gotta fuel this bitch up. All right,
Just
so
come
then
with the word today, bro.
yeah, so you
Do
got yeah.
it.
I spent the block too much. All right, now it's time to go
Do
get that gas real
it.
quick. All right, and who knows? You might have to hit Subway or you might have to hit Beta. I don't know. You whatever you take your pick. Taco Bell. I don't care. Whatever you're gonna eat, but you gotta fuel back up. And what I'm meaning by fuel back up, you gotta recognize where you came from and how much you've done. And I know it's hard as a big-hearted person and a creator because I get trapped in that as well. Where what I was talking to you about earlier, where I was like, I had to take a moment for myself, even though I didn't want it. My lady, bless her, was very almost every time I travel or get in my own head, where it's just like I don't know what to do. I don't feel like I'm doing enough, or I don't feel like I am what people. I've already set a high bar for like what I aspire to be, and if I don't, and then there's a lot of days where I may not see myself in that image. And, you need to take a step back. Sometimes you just need to turn off the devices and you just need to be you. Not think about it. Just go out and do things that you enjoy, whether that's watching TV, that is taking a walk, hanging with your family, go fishing. It doesn't matter. Drag racing, I don't know. But I don't know.
Okay, period.
I don't know, but as long as you take that moment to recharge and then you can get back out in the world, that's all I can see. And whatever you got to do to keep being you, I would say do it because you are amazing. You are one of the biggest lights I've seen in the world, being up there in the shy every time I go up there. And you definitely need to keep being that light. That's it. That's it. That's it. And that's my spiel. But I got one more question.
What's up? Let's do it. What's up?
Where do you see all this stuff going in the next couple of years? Like, what's the overall end game of Miss Nicey J, the experience?
Man, y'all, it's definitely to be continued, but I'm gonna definitely step out on faith here and say that this is going to be a community center, a 4-in-1. It's definitely going to be a franchise-owned building. Like
Okay.
it's getting there. It's getting there. The experience needs to be able to be taught, and the experience is exactly what you will receive from the likes of like Mariano's, or when you go inside of places like Victoria's Secret or Abercrombie and Fitch. Everybody has a something that's associated to their brand, and so what you see literally now is going to be the experience of that 401 chain, and I really believe that. I do.
That's beautiful. And I can't wait to see it. Because
Come on.
I'm gonna be standing outside. I'm gonna be like, God
Come
damn.
on. Okay. Because
I'm
that's
gonna,
the moment I want everybody to have like, ah.
I'm gonna
Because
be
when I
doing
think
that.
about it, that's the
I'm
moment
gonna,
I get I promise
I'm
so
gonna be in
bad.
the lobby too. I'm gonna be like,
Yeah,
God.
baby. You better come inside
Yeah.
the resort, honey. Come inside.
Yeah.
Come inside. We're ready. They're ready to service you. They're ready for everything you got going on. You in the
Yes.
fam band. Your lady gonna love being here, okay?
Yes. Yes.
Period.
Well, hey,
Okay.
Miss Nisi, I appreciate you. It's all love. We love you over here on this side.
Right.
We jumped you in. We already jumped her in a while ago.
You know
She
what I'm
been
saying? I was already fan fam.
she was already fan bam. You already know what it
You know what
is.
I'm saying? I already came in like a
If
fam.
you
Come
haven't
on.
felt the vibes from the jump, then you don't belong here. The door is that way. Like if you haven't felt the energy by now, the energy is energy. And I don't even know what that even means, but you just need to figure it out. You need to figure it out.
You know, they ain't have it. They ain't have it. That's all it was.
All
Thank you
right.
so much. I really appreciate this. This was so dope. I really appreciate this. You like for real, 100%. Thank you.
But hey, you already know you're gonna be back on. We do these things called a check-in. The check-in is the check-in. And what happens on the check-in is we see how far we see if you got that building or not.
Oh, not just
That
like you're gonna
building.
hold me accountable.
That
Love it here.
we holding you accountable. We
Yeah.
here
Oh,
for
come on. Y'all heard it first on the Cheno
all
show. Come
everybody
on.
of Royal Nation. Everybody is gonna be like, all right, Ms. Nisi, we're
Come
gonna
on with
give you
that.
some,
With
you
that
got
back.
you're on the clock. You're on the clock from
Well,
this
look, I'm
moment
gonna just
on.
go ahead and go out on the women and say some of my gift investors, my angel investors must be tuned in to the line. Because
That's
she's
it.
ready to take investments for the brick and mortar. Yes, she is. Let's go.
That's
Business plan drawn up.
that's
Let's
right.
talk about it.
And they might
Let's
be in there.
go.
You don't even know.
Well, I
They
don't
might
even
be blowing
know.
up
I don't
your
even know. So
line.
I'm gonna just go ahead and say this is fertile ground. You want to sow here? Thank you.
That's right. Right after the show, you don't even know. You don't even know.
What
You
do you
might get a
know?
call. You might get a call.
Hey, come on. She ready. Y'all can follow me. She can get. Come on. Get her right together. Get the credentials out there.
But you know
Hey,
what? You know what? They need to know where to find you first.
they
We got to hear where
definitely
to find you.
do. Oh my God. So y'all can find me on Instagram because that's literally where I do my business, y'all. And I'm Nicey J underscore production. That's NICEY J _productions. Okay. You gonna find me right there. Miss Girl in the front. I'm the one looking so cute. And I'm the only Nicey J, at least I should be. Or you can hit me up online right now at hairbynicey@gmail.com. I do answer my emails, y'all, so don't be afraid to email me. I'm definitely down. I'm also on Facebook, Nicey J Mobile Services, okay? So if you want to inquire about any hair services through Facebook, you can find me there.
Boom. That's the lovely Miss Nicey J. That's Miss Fam Bam right there. Bam Bam Bam. We love her. We
Thank
adore her.
you.
Until we get in that building one day. Y'all make
Period.
sure you check in on the check-in, which gonna come sooner rather than later. But until then,
Period.
stay royal out there.
Thank you.